Hey there, how's it going? Do you have a headache? Brilliant! Here we have Peanut. Sleepyhead Peanut. So what I'm going to be doing today is painting this. And the reason I'm painting this is because that colour doesn't match with anything on this stand. So as you know, this is a centre channel speaker that I made. And somebody was saying something about, oh look, there's a port on that side and it's not made right and blah 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 blah. You know when people talk about things and they don't actually know what they're talking about? Yeah. Oh yeah, I think somebody else said that centre channel speakers aren't supposed to have ports. Well, okay. The thing is, this is the previous centre channel speaker and check this out. Oh look, there's a port on the right, so that's not right either, is it? No. Maybe Sony don't know how to make a centre channel speaker either. By the way, to whoever said that, I have one thing to say to you, which I already said to you. Shut up. First things first, take out the speakers, undo the screws. No need to use the electric screwdriver for this because the screws are only short. So I'm going to take this off of the back as well. So how's your day been then? Brilliant! Brilliant! Unlike the SMD speaker, we can just pull these out. Like so. Like so. Now then, should I paint the back of this? Should I paint it all? Paint it all? Paint it all? Paint it, tit. I think I might. What about the bottom? Should I paint the bottom of this?
Wait a minute, that's a letter T. This is the top of the box, not the bottom. This guy's an idiot.
Unscrew this. I'm not sure whether I should take the screws out or not. Just gonna leave this hanging out like this. That should be fine. I don't need to take the wires completely out. Painting, shall I start painting? This is the bottom of it and this is the top of it. Let's turn on a light because it seems to have gotten darker in here. So 3, 2, 1, boom. How do you like that? Do you like it? I do because now I can see, but I need to change the white balance. There we go, white balance sorted. Right now, right about now. Take out the screws, take out the screws. To take out the screws, we need an electric screwdriver. Well, we don't need one, but I'm gonna use one. Let's hope Lord Peanut doesn't run off. Screw number 1.
Awesome.
Okay, now that the screws have all been taken out, what I'm gonna do is use some of this wood filler. And I'm gonna go around the box and do this for the rest of them. Okay, so now that this has been done, I've just got to wait for it to dry, which can take up to around 2 hours. So I'm going to go do something else.
Drugs.
Okay, so I think I filled these holes last, so they should be pretty much dry now. So what we'll do next is move on to the sanding. Right, so here we are, going to start sanding this, and what I'm going to do is use this piece of wood and wrap the sandpaper around it. And then just start sanding. So yeah, I'm going to go across all these bits and get them nice and smooth. There we go, that's the sanding done. Okay, same piece of wood I used last time, and there we go, balance it. And the same paint as I used last time, and the same 1-inch paintbrush I used last time. Now I'm not expecting this to look completely perfect when it's done, but it's going to look a little better than it does now, and it's not going to stand out as much, obviously because everything else around it is black. What's that? That's come off the paintbrush. So yeah, let's get on with this then. Here we have the paint. I'm going to put it on this so that it doesn't go onto the carpet if it drips, which it won't drip because I know what I'm doing. Painting, slap it on. For now, I'll remove this piece of wood. So yeah, when you paint MDF, you've got to do it a few times. These edges kind of soak in all that paint. Once you paint over it, give it a sand, and then after a couple of coats, it's usually pretty much normal. So yeah, I'll do this and I'll be back after I've done most of it. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes and I've done the sides and the top, as you can see. Side, and there's a bit on the back here. But the top is nearly dry, and I like this paint because it's a quick drying paint. Depending on how thick you leave the layer, I think it dries in about 2 hours. It's been just over 5 minutes right now and it's nearly dry, so yeah. Just move this a little further along. Even though it's odorless, my head is right above it, and fumes. I don't need to be higher than I am right now. Okay, watching paint dry. I'm literally watching paint dry. I did the sides after I did the top and they're dry already. Well, this side isn't, but this side is. So what's the deal? Right, might as well do the front of it. Shall I just place it down on this and do the bottom of it? Shall I put it on its side and do the, don't know what side to put it on. Put it on this side and we'll do the, see this bit here is still wet. So let's just put it on its back and do the bottom and the front. Keep it in frame, put that there. Paint the baffle. Baffle, I'm baffled. Don't want to lay it on too thick. See these side bits here, they're not going to be the same as this middle bit. It doesn't have the same finish. Oh yeah, how am I going to paint the inside of the pot? I guess I should have done it when I made the box. Right, I'm going to try to paint the inside of the pot now. That's going to be difficult. BRB. Okay, so that was a little awkward, but I managed, thanks to the 1-inch brush. And now it's time to do the bottom. Bottom and the back. Place that there like that, and off we go. Okay, I've put it on its front now. So after I've done this bit, I'm going to sand it down a little bit more. See these edges on here? Kind of furry looking. I'm going to sand them down, try to get rid of them. There's a couple of ways you can get rid of them. One of the ways is using a bit of wood glue and doing a bit of this and that. I'm just going to sand it. Totally not tired after that. Scared the cat off. So now what I'm going to do is repaint it. Now this is all dry and ready. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the wiring back into the back of it. So that goes in like this. And I don't have to pull out the soldering iron because that would be annoying. I'll be changing these wires in the future. So these go in there like this. There we go, nice and easy. Now what I'll do is I'll connect these speakers up to it and we should be finished. Do you remember the video in which I painted the SMD sub box? Well, I took this out of it. Look at the size of that. And that was just wrapped around the cross bracing. So what I'm going to do with this is probably just take a strip off of it. So I'm going to cut about this much off of here. And now I'm remembering how much of a pain in the arse this was. Okay, so we've only got a bit. First, I'm going to connect the wires to the speakers, and then I'm going to put this inside. So I've just taken it apart like this a little bit. Connect the wires to the speakers, push this inside. And then sort of just spread it out. That should help add a bit of warmth to the sound. Or did I just make that up? And now we're going to put these back in. Like so. Manual screwdriver, because the screws are tiny. Opposites. Opposites go from one side to the other. Just put them in loosely at first and then tighten them all up. Like that. And now I'm going to turn it over and do this thing here. It's as simple as that. So there we go, that's this sorted. And this is where it looks like in its original position. Mono. I've been testing it out. Would you like to hear it? I'll give you a bit of a teaser. So yeah, what can I say? Nothing much. Have a nice day.